So this is a Boolean algebra simplification. So sort of thing you might get in A-level paper 2 potentially, although it's a relatively straightforward one, hopefully. So what we've got here is not A or not B, which are both knotted, and then or B and not A, and then we've got this bit here in brackets. So we've got our brackets bit, and it's for some reason D, not D or D. So because that's in brackets, we can attack that first, really. So not D or D is just 1. And we can think about that because if we had an OR gate like this and D was 1, then not D would be 0, so the output would be 1. If D was 0, then not D would be 1, so the output would still be 1. So whatever D is, it's going to be 1. So we can fill the rest of it back in. It's usually a good idea to fill it all in as you go along. And take these things one step at a time as well, because you get a mark for doing the working. And as soon as you make a mistake, you stop getting the mark for the working. So because we've got an and here, ands go before ors, so why don't we just use not A and 1? So if we've got A, not A even, and 1, then if A was 0, not A would be 1, so we'd get 1 and we output 1. If A was 1, then not A would be 0, and we'd get 0. So this is the same thing as just saying not A. So we can change that bit there into just not A. Fill the rest of it back in. So then there's an obvious place we could apply De Morgan's law here. So split the line, change the sign. So I'm going to split that line, change this sign to an and that would leave me with this arrangement. So I'm going to cancel those knots, so they're not there anymore. In fact, let's just get rid of them altogether. So I've got A and B, or don't forget that B and not A. So that's my De Morgan's bit done. So now I've got either side of this, I've got a B. So I could take B and factor it. So I could say B and what I'm left with here is A or not A. So we've taken that and put it in there, and we've used B as a common term. So then, because I've now got my A or not A in brackets, so A or not A, that's the same as we did earlier on with D or not D, so that's going to be 1. So I'm left with B and 1, and that's actually the same as we did where we had not A and 1. So the final answer to this is B, because B and 1 is just B. So that's that one solved. So the things to think about, we do the brackets first. Brackets done first. We can then use identity to do this one with the and, not A and 1, being just not A. So anything and 1 is going to be the anything. And then we De Morganed here. So used our De Morgan's law to split the line and get rid of those overbars, which left us with B on both sides of this equation. So we took B, put it outside the brackets. We took the remaining terms, which is A or not A, put them inside the brackets, and we reduced that to 1. And we said again that B and 1 is B.